Hey, so in this video, I'm gonna share with you exactly how you can grow your YouTube channel in this coming year, how I grew my channel over 50,000 subscribers in just the past 12 months. We're gonna have a lot of different tips and tricks that I used to grow my channel. We're gonna talk about some equipment that you might wanna use. We're gonna talk about some editing software. We're gonna talk about some tips and tricks and some different kind of nuggets of gold within this video that I think most people will find helpful. So make sure you hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss more videos like this where we help people brand themselves and brand their businesses so that they can have more revenue and just live a happier, healthier life. So if you're like me, you're not a natural speaker. Maybe you're not. Look, a lot of people get held back from this because they say, I don't want to be on camera. I'm not good at speaking. Look, I'm one of the biggest introverts I've ever seen. I have a stuttering issue. I still do stutter a lot, but I can tell you this, look, over time you get better. When you make these YouTube videos, at first you can be a little bit timid and a little bit tense on camera, but over time you get better, you feel more comfortable, and it helps not only to make better videos, but also in life. I find myself being much more capable of holding conversations with people and having better conversations thanks to actually making YouTube videos. So let's talk about some different things you can do. Now, the first thing you want to do to start this YouTube channel, the first step, this is kind of a comprehensive plan here to get you started, everything that you need to know in just the next few minutes here. The first thing you want to do is find a good topic to run your YouTube channel on. Now look, back in the day, people would just upload whatever they wanted. They would upload a workout video and then upload a video of them mowing the lawn and then a video of them walking the dog, and maybe that flew back 10 years ago, but that's not really what people are looking for today. You want to find something where you have a specific topic that you are talking about or that you're entertaining. So look, there's really two ways to go on YouTube. You can go entertainment or you can go education or information. Now I personally like to go with the information route. You can kind of mash them together, but you want to keep that in mind. Are you going to be more entertainment based or more education based, where you're talking about helping people and giving information and teaching people different things? But you want to find a topic that's not too narrowed down. So you might want to avoid talking about something that's super specific, like maybe one specific cat breed, talking about it. You might run out of video ideas pretty quickly, but at the same time, you don't want something that's too broad that you're not going to be able to kind of gain traction and get those initial viewers and those initial subscribers because it's too broad of an idea. That's why you want to pick something where maybe you can write down 100 video ideas, make a Google Doc or make a Word document, write down 100 video ideas of different things you can put on this channel. All right, so once you find your video topic, what kind of equipment do you need to actually start a YouTube channel? Now look, I'll give you a couple different options here. Some people use their phones, and I'm not gonna lie, phone cameras have gotten so much better in just the past few years. But with that, the standards for viewers watching videos, they want to see high quality videos. A lot of viewers expect almost movie-like, cinematic-like videos on YouTube because that's the standard of these videos has risen so much. So you could use your phone. If you're going to use your phone, what I would do, I would suggest buying some type of audio device, because what's actually shown in a lot of different cases is that people would prefer to have high quality audio and low quality video versus low quality audio and high quality video. Audio is so incredibly important. That's why I use this microphone right here. I've gotten a lot of questions on my other channel about what microphone I use. This is the one I use right here. It's called the Zoom H1. I think it was about $99 or 100 some dollars. You can get the Zoom H2, both pretty similar, and then a lavalier microphone for about $20. This is the best setup you can use right here. So you can use your phone if you need to. I'm gonna leave a link for all these different pieces of equipment down in the description below. Now, what I personally do, if you wanna really up your game and you can afford this, I would buy a camera. Now, I bought the Canon 80D and it was $1,000. It was a little over $1,000 when I bought it. Now look, the way that I did this, and you can do this too, I don't know if you're this type of person, then maybe you want to avoid this, but what I did is I said, you know what, Nate, I'm gonna buy this camera for $1,000 and I'm gonna force myself to make enough ad revenue, enough videos on this channel to pay off this camera purchase. And that actually forced me to make a lot of videos. It forced me to make about 50 videos before I was actually able to get that $1,000 to pay off the camera. And it was a way to kind of hold myself to it, because a lot of issues that people face with YouTube channels is that they make a few videos and then they get bored with it and then they move on to the next shiny object, or they go somewhere else and kind of just forget about their YouTube channel because it was too easy to fail. They set themselves up for failure because they didn't sink any money into it. That's just an idea that I use in my life. It's kind of a philosophy that I use and I implement to really force myself into completing certain tasks. So I will leave a link for the Canon 80D down below. It's the same one that Casey Neistat uses. It's a really high quality camera. Most YouTubers do use a Canon 80D to film, as well as the Zoom H1 with the lavalier microphone. And you can also think about getting a light set. Now this light set that I'm using right now, it was $70. I'll put a link for that in the description as well. But if you don't want to spend $70 on lights, I would suggest using natural lighting. It's beautiful. Natural lighting is the best. There's something you just can't beat. Any type of lights, even these lights are not as good as natural lighting. Nobody can beat it, and it's pretty easy to do that. You know, it's free, so you can sit next to a window and get some really high quality lighting with that for your first videos. But if you buy all of that equipment, you're gonna set yourself up for a lot of success, and you're gonna be 5 steps ahead of anybody else trying to make videos who are trying to do it with their phone, which is still possible. Now the next step is to decide on a schedule for filming, and then also a schedule for when you're gonna be releasing these videos. So filming schedule is very important, because I found that when I didn't set a schedule of when I was gonna film, so if I wasn't saying I'm gonna film every Tuesday night or every Sunday, if I wasn't doing that, then I would start to kind of forget about it, and then 3 weeks would go by or a month would go by, and I would find myself not making any videos because I wasn't sticking to a schedule. So batch film your videos, make 2 or 3 or 4 at a time if you can, all in one day. And then the rest of the week, you can focus on other things. You can focus on your job or focus on family, and not have to worry about making these YouTube videos, because you did it all in one day at a specific time every single week. And it really helps you hold yourself to it. Now, going along with a schedule, you want to have a schedule for when you release these videos. So people get used to this. It's just like with anything with psychology. People get used to it. They're like, huh, it's that time of the day. I'm wondering if Nate O'Brien put out a video because it's 3 o'clock on a Tuesday. And they go to my channel and there it is. So they get used to that. So try to post at a pretty consistent time on pretty consistent days. That will help grow your channel. But at the very least, I would avoid posting any less than once a week. If you're posting less than once a week, you're gonna start to kind of get distant from some subscribers. That's what happened to me. I was in Yosemite for a while, I was traveling, and I didn't post a video for about 6 weeks. And when I came back after 6 weeks, some of those subscribers were gone forever. They kind of checked out and they were gone and doing other things, and my view count lowered a pretty decent amount once I uploaded that video. I only got a few thousand views in the first 24 hours instead of getting a ton of views in the first 24 hours because I was gone for a pretty long period of time. So try to be consistent on it, and that will help grow your subscribers. So once you have all this down, you want to actually start your YouTube channel. You want to create your YouTube channel, create the page for it, and you can make channel art for this. It's not terribly difficult. I use a website called canva.com. I've been using it for the past couple years. Not sponsored by this. They're totally free. They do have some paid options, but I've never used the paid options. I never found any use for them. And I'll kind of go a little bit more into that in detail following later on in the video when we talk about making thumbnails and how important those thumbnails are, some other tips that you can use to have better thumbnails. But canva.com is a great way to get this channel art. Maybe you want to make a logo or some type of profile picture, and then make sure you fill out your about page. Make sure you set up your playlists so that your channel is optimized for success, so that you have everything set up, your channel trailer, maybe some recommended people, maybe your friends who will also recommend your channel on the sidebar for recommendations, and that can help set you up for success, just setting up that channel. So once you've done all this, now you want to consider setting up your channel art and setting up your profile picture as well as the about page. Maybe set up some type of channel trailer. You can see this with Santrel. We have just a pretty sleek little design there with our slogan. You want to have your picture on your channel art or something really easy to understand. So as soon as they click on it, they know exactly what it's about. The channel trailer shows them exactly what your channel is about, and it's going to incline people to subscribe a lot more often, especially if you have that little word up there in the channel art that says subscribe with the arrow pointing to the subscribe button there. It will help boost your subscribers much quicker. All right, so now it's time to actually film your first video. And when doing this, look, don't worry about it too much. Don't sweat it. Chill out a little bit. Don't be so tense. I know personally, when I made my first half dozen videos, you should have seen me. That's why I made these videos private. I was tense. I was kind of, hey guys, how's it going? You know, I was pretty nervous, and I wasn't myself. So open up a little bit, be yourself, act as though you're talking to one of your best friends, you know, smile, be happy, be energetic, not too energetic, but just be yourself. And I think that will help really yourself loosen up a lot better. And I think if you want to put out high quality content right away, maybe to do a couple takes the first time. Film it a few times, and then on take number 4, take number 5, that's when you'll start to really feel better about yourself. And once you finish filming this video, you'll want to consider editing it. Because look, nobody's perfect, and most people are going to have to edit their video at some point, at least the beginning and the end, when you're turning on the camera and turning it off. Now, there's an easy option for this. You can use something like iMovie or Movie Maker for Windows, and those are options for some pretty basic level stuff, but they do work for the basic cuts that you might need to make. Now, if you want to get more professional, you want to be able to expand this a little bit longer, if you want to be more of a YouTuber and have those abilities to kind of make some different edits that are a little bit more difficult, I would suggest using something like Adobe Premiere Pro or Final Cut Pro. Those are the two that the professionals use. I mean, they make movies on this software, on Adobe Premiere Pro and on Final Cut Pro. Now, these both do cost money. Now, if you're a student, you can get them for discounts, but they do cost some money, but they are very, very professional ways to edit. And the beauty of them is that while they are difficult to learn at first, there's definitely a learning curve. You can actually learn these through YouTube. Just watch some YouTube videos and you can teach yourself a lot about these. That's what I personally did, and it really helped out a lot. Now, I also made a video a couple years ago about some different free video editing software that you could download, and that video is actually still very relevant. So I will leave a link for that down below if you're interested in learning about DaVinci Resolve or some other different free video editing software that you can get started with to edit those videos to make high quality videos, because that is very important to have some decent edits in your videos. All right, so once you film the video and edit the video, then you want to think about creating a thumbnail and creating a video title and description. Now look, I'm going to tell you a couple things here. Look, video description, I found, doesn't actually matter that much. My best video of all time, the video description was literally 5 words. It was something about making money. Nothing else in the video description. Some people think you have to write, like, recite the Bible in it to like full, like 40 pages of a video description in order to rank your videos highly in YouTube search. And really, that's not what I found with most of my videos. The description for it is 1 or 2 sentences, and it works perfectly fine. Now, you want to use tags, obviously. Using tags, we can go a little bit more in depth on that in some other videos, but they're not too difficult to use. You can kind of just guess a lot of the words that you might want to put in there. And then your video title, pretty straightforward. I like to front load the title, so whatever the most important topic is, put it in the very front of the title. It's going to help rank your videos a little bit higher. Now, when you make these thumbnails, I use canva.com. You can use PowerPoint as well. You can use Google Slides if you want to create pretty simple thumbnails, but they are very important. You want a high click-through rate. So you're competing with probably 10 different videos on the sidebar or in the search results, and you want to have a very appealing thumbnail. That's why I keep mine pretty simple. Canva.com allows me to do that. Like I said, totally free. And once you get an account with them, you can upload these pictures of yourself or of your thumbnail, and they have templates for you, and then you can access this from any computer in the world because it's online, so everything's in the cloud. So once you upload your video, you sit back, you wait for the millions of views to roll in, and they don't always happen right away. So you need to get that ball rolling. Even the videos that go viral out of nowhere, most of those people got the ball rolling, because if you don't tell anybody about the channel and you just think it's going to rank in YouTube, it's probably not going to happen. Even if it's a topic that's pretty big, a topic that a lot of people would be interested in, it's going to be hard to get that ball rolling. So what I would suggest doing, the obvious way is to talk to family and friends and get them, maybe your followers on Instagram or Snapchat, get some people watching that video. And if you don't want to do that, which I didn't want to do when I started my channel, because I thought people were going to laugh at me, right? I thought people were going to laugh at me and say, Nate, what the hell are you doing? You're a joke, you're pathetic. But you know what I found? Most people actually don't do that. Your friends and family won't do that, because they actually gain more respect from most people who put themselves out there and create YouTube videos. That's what I found. For so many people, they very, very, very rarely will make fun of you or laugh at you, because first of all, it's probably something that they're afraid to do themselves, and they don't feel comfortable talking to a camera, or they don't feel comfortable putting themselves out there for everyone to see on the internet, and they actually gain respect for you for doing that. And that's something that I personally gain respect for people who put themselves out there and say, you know what, this is me, this is who I am, and this is what I think. And there's something about that. So what I would do, if you don't want to talk to your family and friends about this, you don't want to push it onto them and ask them to subscribe and watch the videos, then what you could also do is what my roommate did in college. And he actually would post these videos to Reddit forums, and you say, hey guys, I know some people are struggling with this certain topic. I just made a video about this, and I hope that this video can help some people out. Now, he provided value, he helped people out, and he actually has almost 1,000 subscribers now in a very short period of time, about a month or so, because he used Reddit. He really launched his videos. He's got videos with tens of thousands of views thanks to posting on Reddit. You can do this with Quora as well. You can do this with different forums, and you can also do this by just posting on other people's YouTube accounts. This is what I did when I first got started. My first 100 subscribers, I would go onto other YouTubers' accounts and post on their videos, say, hey, this is a great video. I made something pretty similar. I like your takes on this. You know, maybe without asking too much, without telling them that you want them to check out your channel. But kind of implying that you made a video pretty similar, or you have a channel pretty similar, and you think it could help some people out without being spammy. You don't want to be spammy because you're going to get flagged for it, and people don't like that, and your channel is going to get taken down if you're spamming your video. So don't be posting your video link everywhere without giving context to it. If you give context to it, if you help people out, they're going to appreciate it. They're going to subscribe. The first 100 subscribers is by far the most difficult thing I've ever done in my life. It took me about a month to get that first 100 subscribers because I didn't really know what I was doing. I learned a lot over that time, but I can tell you that it was so much easier to go from 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers than it was to go from 0 to 100. It was so difficult to get that first 100 subscribers. Once you get that ball rolling, it really kind of gives you some social proof. It establishes you as a YouTuber, and it shows that you're serious about it, and then more people are going to start subscribing, and they're going to start telling their friends about it, who tell their friends about it, and then that's how you can really grow exponentially. All right, so that wraps up this video. Any questions, comments, leave them down below. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.